The WNBA world just got hit with a bombshell, and Angel Reese isn't going to like this one. Ice Cube, yes, that Ice Cube, just dropped a $5 million offer. But not for Reese. Instead, the entire bag went straight to Caitlin Clark. No split, no negotiation. No, both of you. Just Clark. This move isn't just about money, it's about status. It's a statement. Ice Cube's Big Three League wanted a face for women's basketball, and apparently, Angel Reese wasn't even in the conversation. For a player who calls herself the Bayou Barbie and prides herself on being the headline maker, this feels like the coldest rejection yet. Fans are already divided. Reese's supporters are calling it disrespect. Clark's fans, they're saying it's just business. Caitlin pulls bigger crowds, better ratings, and more sponsors. The message here is loud and clear. In 2025, brand power is everything, and right now, Caitlin Clark owns it. So the question is, does Angel Reese clap back on the court, or is this the beginning of her fade from the spotlight? Because in this game, it's not just about who can score, it's about who can sell. Angel Reese has never been one to shy away from the spotlight. From her breakout run at LSU, to her high-profile transition into the WNBA, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie has built a career not just on her game, but on her brand. She's a player who understands the power of image, headlines, and marketability, which is why Ice Cube's latest move hits harder than any defender ever could. Earlier this week, Ice Cube, founder of the Big Three Basketball League, made a splashy announcement, a historic $5 million offer to lure a WNBA star into playing in his 3-on-3 league. Fans immediately began speculating about who could land the deal, and Angel Reese's name was at the top of almost every list. She's bold, she's popular, and she thrives under pressure. But when the announcement dropped, it wasn't Reese who got the call. It was Caitlin Clark. The decision sent shockwaves through the sports world. Caitlin Clark, the record-breaking sharpshooter from Iowa, has become the WNBA's newest ratings magnet. She's rewriting rookie numbers, packing arenas, and moving merchandise like a seasoned superstar. From a business standpoint, she's the golden ticket, and Ice Cube knows it. But here's where things get messy. The move wasn't just a signing, it was a message. The Big Three didn't make a dual offer. They didn't negotiate for 2 stars. They didn't even hint at Reese being in the mix. By making Caitlin the sole focus, they effectively told the world who they believe is the face of women's basketball right now, and it's not Angel Reese. For Reese, this public snub comes during a critical moment in her career. She's been dealing with inconsistent performances, social media drama, and whispers from critics that she's more personality than production. Her supporters argue that she's been unfairly targeted, and that the media thrives on pitting women athletes against each other. Still, in a cutthroat sports marketing landscape, perception is reality. And perception right now says Caitlin Clark is the one commanding $1 million offers, not Angel Reese. The timing of this deal is particularly brutal. The WNBA season is heating up, and both women are fighting for playoff positioning. But off the court, the battle for brand dominance might be even more intense. Ice Cube's decision has essentially thrown gasoline on an already burning rivalry narrative between Reese and Clark, a narrative that both the media and fans are more than happy to keep alive. The question now isn't just about basketball skills, it's about power, influence, and who can turn talent into cultural currency. Caitlin Clark has the momentum. Angel Reese has the chip on her shoulder. And thanks to Ice Cube's $5 million mic drop, the stage is set for one of the most compelling off-court battles women's basketball has ever seen. Angel Reese's phone didn't buzz with a congratulatory text. There was no call from her agent saying, "We've got a big one." Instead, she found out like everyone else by seeing the headlines. Caitlin Clark offered $5 million by Ice Cube's Big Three League. In that moment, the air shifted. For Reese, it wasn't just about the money, it was about what the offer represented. This wasn't just a paycheck. It was validation, a public stamp saying, "You're worth betting on." And Ice Cube had just bet all his chips on Caitlin Clark. Fans who had been following both rookies knew the tension had been simmering since their college days. Reese was the fiery trash talker, the unapologetic showman who wore her heart and her opinions on her sleeve. Clark was the sharpshooting phenom. Under pressure, lethal from deep, and constantly breaking records. Their 2023 NCAA championship face-off cemented them as rivals in the eyes of the public. Now, with one signing and one snub, Ice Cube had poured gasoline on that rivalry. Social media erupted instantly. Reese's supporters flooded Twitter and Instagram, accusing the Big Three of favoritism and questioning why the offer wasn't split between both stars. Angel brings eyeballs, one fan tweeted. She's box office. You can't tell me she wouldn't draw in the Big Three crowd? Caitlyn's fans clapped back just as hard. Basketball is about production, not just personality. A viral TikTok comment read, Caitlyn is delivering night in and night out, that's why she got the bag. But behind the memes and fan wars was a deeper, more uncomfortable truth. This wasn't the first time. Reese had been overlooked for a major opportunity in favor of Clark. Sources close to Reese's camp revealed that endorsement deals and promotional appearances she thought were in the bag had slipped away too. Her rival, a sneaker company, reportedly courted both stars, but after reviewing sales projections, they went with Clark, a sports drink brand. Same story. And it's not just the brands. Broadcasters have been accused of giving Clark more airtime, with WNBA highlight reels often leading with her performances, even when Reese's games were just as newsworthy. The optics are impossible to ignore. One player is constantly in the cultural spotlight, while the other has to fight twice as hard to get the same shine. The first twist in this story came hours after the Big Three announcement, when Reese posted a cryptic message on X, formerly Twitter. Some of y'all forget, I am the show. No names, no tags. Just enough to spark speculation. Fans immediately connected it to the Ice Cube deal, interpreting it as a shot at Clark, the Big Three, or maybe both. Within minutes, the post had thousands of retweets and was trending under hashtag Bayou Barbie. Reporters pressed Ice Cube for a comment, asking if Reese was ever considered for the $5 million deal. His answer only added fuel to the fire. We wanted the biggest draw for our league. Right now. That's Caitlyn. That statement, blunt and unapologetic, hit like a punch to the gut for Reese's brand. It wasn't about her potential, her story, or her personality. In Cube's eyes, it was about numbers. But Reese has never been one to take a public L quietly. Behind the scenes, insiders say she's been in talks with her team about flipping the narrative. That could mean anything from staging her own headline-grabbing appearance, maybe with a different league, to securing a blockbuster endorsement deal to prove she's still a top-tier draw. Because in sports, momentum is everything. And, right now, Reese's isn't gone, it's just waiting for the right play to get it back. The question is, what's her next move? Angel Reese didn't waste time licking her wounds. Within 48 hours of Ice Cube's public snub, she was back in front of cameras courtside at a high-profile WNBA rivalry game, dressed in head-to-toe designer, rocking sunglasses indoors, and smiling like someone who knew the world was watching. But her appearance wasn't just a casual outing. Reese made sure to be photographed with a major sports agent known for securing multi-million-dollar crossover deals, the kind that go beyond basketball. Paparazzi shots hit Instagram within minutes, and speculation exploded. Was Reese negotiating her own seven-figure move to another league? Then came the real shocker. A leaked email, allegedly from a sports marketing executive, began circulating online. The email, addressed to multiple brand managers, broke down a comparative analysis between Reese and Clark. The line that sent social media into a frenzy read, Caitlyn's market value currently eclipses Angel's by 60% due to crossover appeal, audience demographics, and projected long-term engagement. The leak wasn't confirmed, but the timing was suspicious, right in the middle of Reese's public image battle. And while some fans called it fake, others said it proved what brands have been quietly thinking. Caitlyn Clark is the safe, bankable choice. Reese's reaction, a fiery Instagram live session. For 15 minutes, she addressed her supporters directly, smiling between sharp jabs at the media and the decision-makers who kept choosing her rival. Without naming Caitlyn, Reese said, I know who I am. I'm not here to fit into anybody's box. If that means I don't get the safe deals, so be it. I'd rather be unforgettable than vanilla. The comment section exploded, half cheering her boldness, half accusing her of playing the victim. But the most telling moment came when she ended the stream with a smirk and the words, "Y'all keep watching. The next call I take might just surprise you." Within days, rumors started swirling that a new player in the sports entertainment world, possibly even a rival to Big Three, was preparing to make Reese an offer bigger than Ice Cube's $5 million. If true, it wouldn't just be a comeback. It would be a power move that turned the narrative on its head. And here's the kicker. Insiders say Reese has been in quiet talks with multiple entertainment executives about combining basketball with reality TV, potentially launching a docuseries that would follow her unfiltered journey on and off the court. If that happens, she wouldn't just be competing with Clark in basketball, she'd be competing with her in cultural relevance, audience reach, and brand domination. The snub was supposed to dim Reese's spotlight, instead it might have lit the brightest fire of her career. The reaction to Ice Cube's $5 million Caitlin Clark offer, and Angel Reese's very public snub was nothing short of explosive. Within minutes of the announcement, social media became a divided war zone. On Twitter, Caitlin's fans flooded timelines with celebratory posts, calling the deal proof she's the future of basketball and sharing highlight reels of her deep three-pointers. Memes popped up of Ice Cube shaking Clark's hand with captions like "When talent meets opportunity." Reese's supporters, however, were furious. The hashtag #PayAngel began trending, with thousands of fans arguing that her charisma, championship resume, and ability to draw headlines made her just as valuable, if not more than Clark. One viral tweet read, "Caitlin's the darling, but Angel's the drama." And in sports entertainment, drama sells. Over on TikTok, the debate got even louder. Creators posted split-screen edits, comparing Reese and Clark's college stats, endorsement deals, and fan engagement. One particularly viral clip, racking up over 4 million views, showed Reese's most heated on-court moments alongside Ice Cube, saying, "We want stars who can put on a show." The punchline, the caption, "So why'd you pass on Angel?" The sports media world didn't hold back either. ESPN panels turned into heated debates, with analysts split down the middle. Some argued Ice Cube was simply making the smarter business play. Caitlin's audience spans across hardcore sports fans and casual viewers, which means bigger ratings. Others accused him of playing it safe, avoiding the polarizing, outspoken personality that Reese brings to the table. The WNBA community was quietly buzzing too. An anonymous league executive told The Athletic, "Whether you love her or hate her, Angel's presence moves the needle. Leaving her out of a deal this big sends a message, and she's not the type to take it quietly." Even brands took notice. Insiders say at least 2 major sportswear companies reached out to Reese's camp within 48 hours of the news, possibly sensing an opportunity to align with her snubbed but unstoppable narrative. One marketing consultant put it bluntly, "Public sympathy plus star power. That's a goldmine." Meanwhile, Ice Cube stayed unapologetic. In a follow-up interview, he doubled down, saying, "We love Angel, no question, but Caitlin fits exactly what we're building right now. That's not a diss, that's just facts." His comments only fueled the fire, with Reese's fans accusing him of underestimating her. By the end of the week, the conversation had evolved beyond basketball. It wasn't just about who got the $5 million, it was about how women in sports are valued, who gets labeled marketable, and who gets left out of the big money deals. For Angel Reese, the moment became bigger than the snub. The narrative had shifted from "she didn't get picked" to "what will she do next?" Just when it seemed like Angel Reese was about to fade from the conversation, she flipped the script. 3 days after the Ice Cube Caitlin Clark deal dominated headlines, Reese broke her silence, but not with a typical interview or social media rant. Instead, she dropped a cryptic, high-gloss teaser video on Instagram. It opened with slow-motion clips of her training in an empty gym, sweat dripping, eyes locked on the camera. Over the footage, a single phrase flashed in bold letters: "You forgot who I am." No mention of Caitlin, no mention of Ice Cube. Just 15 seconds of pure, defiant energy, ending with the sound of a basketball swishing through the net. The post exploded instantly. Within hours, it racked up millions of views, with fans dissecting every frame for hidden messages. Was Reese hinting at a new endorsement? A high-profile game or showcase? Or maybe, as some speculated, a counteroffer from another league ready to challenge the Big Three's headline grab? Then came the real twist. Late that same night, ESPN insider Mark J. Spears tweeted, hearing Angel Reese in talks for her own $5 million plus multi-year deal. Not with Big3. No details, no confirmation. Just enough fuel to turn the speculation into a wildfire. The cliffhanger couldn't be more perfect. If the rumors are true, Reese might not just match Clark's deal, she could surpass it, flipping the narrative from snubbed to one-upped. The tension now sits at a boiling point. Will she reveal a partnership with a rival league looking to steal Big Three's thunder? Could a major sportswear giant step in with a record-breaking endorsement? Or is this all part of Reese's master plan to keep herself in the headlines until the perfect moment? One thing is certain. This isn't the end of the Angel Reese story. If anything, the snub might have been the spark that ignites her biggest career move yet. And as her next move looms, both fans and rivals know, when Angel Reese decides to make noise, everyone hears it. The Angel Reese vs. Caitlin Clark drama has officially gone from a sports rivalry to a multi-million-dollar power play, and it's just getting started. Right now, the basketball world is split. Some say Ice Cube made the right move chasing Caitlin Clark's red-hot marketability. Others believe he made the mistake of underestimating Angel Reese's influence, charisma, and the loyalty of her fanbase. And after that cryptic "you forgot who I am" teaser, it's clear Reese isn't backing down. So here's the real question. What happens next? Does Reese lock in a massive counterdeal that not only matches Clark's $5 million offer but smashes past it? Does she join a rival league and turn this into the biggest sports free agency plot twist of the year? Or does she use this moment to reshape her entire brand, securing endorsements that put her beyond the reach of any one league? Whatever happens, we're in for a wild ride. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about business, image, and the fight to be the face of women's sports in a rapidly changing era. And make no mistake, both Reese and Clark have the star power to carry the torch. Now, it's your turn. Drop your take in the comments. Did Ice Cube fumble by not going after Angel Reese first? Do you think her rumored $5 million deal is real? And if so, who's behind it? And most importantly, who's going to win this off-court battle for the spotlight? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the second Reese makes her next move, we'll be breaking it down right here. Share this video with your crew. Keep the debate alive, and get ready, the next headline could change everything. Because this is more than a snub. This is the start of a takeover.